let's go ahead. So yesterday we received very good. I never expected that you guys will take it so serious and submit your assignments for that matter. And I'm happy. Most of you did. Some of you may not, maybe because of jobs or partying hard or whatever it is. But today, no excuse. All of you must submit your assignments. And one of you asked for poll results. I got my poll results. For some questions, 100% correct, and some overall it is, I can say, 80% strike rate kind of thing for poll 1 and poll 2 and all. I have the questions results over here, and I will discuss with you. Thanks. Okay, any questions before I start? You should straight away shoot, because once I start, you know me, I'm like a train. I keep on running. I don't see who is in front of me or what's happening behind me. And the second thing is, there is a eminent speaker. We invited, we have industry tie-ups with various companies. So we requested one of the gentlemen who is very good in supply chain, for that matter. For a change, you should understand that data analytics or data science, which emerging technologies which we are into, are applicable to any field. So that gentleman we asked, and he was so nice. He obliged, even though we don't knew, you're not our students, but for 3 days you are our students. So when we asked, that gentleman said, okay, I'll speak with those students, and that's an opportunity you can ask. It shows that these data science and data analytics and Python is used everywhere. Okay, so that's all. Let's jump on to our today's learning. So both the screens are there. So welcome to day 2. Today we will talk about operators, conditional statements, and control loops. Again, big topic, and it's a challenge for me to cover Python in 3 days. The next upcoming program for me is towards web technologies, I believe, and one is data analytics, and the other one I remember is data science regression methods. That's it. Let's start the journey. The challenge for today is I will make you very good with operators, conditional statements, and control loops. Let's see how good I will fare. Okay. So what are operators? We actually discussed by mistake or by chance. We covered a couple of operators. Then I thought, okay, I should cover over here detail. So operators, we have an expression, we have an operand, and we have operators. So here, what is expression? 4 plus 7. Suppose you are taking this addition example. This is an expression. In this expression, you have operand, you have another operand 4 and 7, and the middle one we call it as an operator. So this operator is operating on 2 operands. Okay, so that is called an expression. If you give, suppose this as 4 plus 7 in your Jupyter notebook and run it, or in a whatever PyCharm you run it, it becomes a statement. So this expression 4 plus 7 has 2 operands and 1 operator. So somebody, when they talk about operand or operator, you know what they're talking about. Operator, these are the arithmetic or logical computations which we are going to learn about. Operands on which you operate upon. Okay, so operands could be values, variables, anything. Okay, you said that a equal to 4, b equal to 7, and then a plus b. You could do that. Okay, that also works. Then types of operators we have covered yesterday, few of them. I won't lie that I covered everything. There are hundreds of. Actually, just this program should be run for 1 month, slow, or 15 days at least, but we are running it faster. So all these operators: arithmetic, assignment, comparison, logical, bitwise, membership, identity, and I will try to justify a bit of those things today. Okay, operator module available in Python. You can also try over here. So arithmetic operators we discussed yesterday: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, all those things. So what we are going to say, we are always talking about what will happen between 2 numbers. Are we going to edit or subtract or multiply or so and so? So this operator operate on 2 operands. Okay, so then BODMAS is one thing we've discussed about. BODMAS is very important because it gives us the direction, where to start, where to end. So first with brackets, and then order, division, multiply, add, and subtract. We covered it yesterday. Just recap that. Why am I telling this again? Because I forgot to give you a test, or what we call is a poll. So that's why I'm running it again for you guys. So get ready. You're going to get a poll now. Assignment, I'm assigning you work. That's what the English word says. And assignment operators always does the same thing. So A equal to 5, I'm assigning 5 to A, or a complex thing or compound thing, what we do is A plus equal to 2. Actually, what I'm intending to say is A equal to A plus 2. I'm too lazy to write that. I skip this A, then I say that add 2 and place that value in A. That is what here we are going to say that. Quickly, I forgot my pointer there. See, that's what I'm saying. So what here we're saying is add 2 and result place it back in A. That's what it says. Okay. So this you can do, you could do here. These are compound ones. We do it, and for practice sake, you can do complete one for time being. And when you are good enough, you can also do it. Whatever operand, keep it first. Equal to means you're sending it back to that. Okay. And this is what you are going to do. That's it, guys. And bit level, which I'm going to touch base now, and or XOR, XNOR, or not, left, right, shifting, and all we will talk about today. Okay. Now moving on, comparison. It's the word says comparing two variables or operands. So whether this is greater than this or less than this or equal, this is completely important. Why we are learning all those things? Because we are going to catch up with conditional statements, and also, but before that we should know these all we covered. Suppose you want to say that a equal to 5 and b equal to 6, and then this would be a is greater than b, false, true. Okay, false. A is not equal to b, true. You're getting it right? So that's it. This is how you are going to use in a in a conditional statement. So that's it. So if you take A, this is what is comparing. Moving on, then we are talking about logical. Logical is and. Okay, logic. You and that lady, both of you come here. So I'm giving a logic, you and her. So that means or you or her. I don't mind which one. So both of one of you. You but not her. Okay, that kind. So that is what we use in English language. I already told you yesterday that is Python is a high-end English, high-level language which uses a lot of English. So A is greater than 5 and B is less than 3. That's where I want something to happen. Then I use AND. A is greater than 5 or B is less than 2, 3. I don't care. Any one of the should be valid. Then it should happen. So I use OR. Okay, that's like what you can apply logic. Again, we'll cover a bit during our conditions. So here operators, bitwise operators. This is very rare to use, but I should say that's why I'm telling you, because at a normal level we don't use. At the machine level it goes, but normal operators like you and I used a couple of times, but normal operators won't use. So here, what are we going to do? AND. Okay, binary AND. This means when you are using, suppose A equal to 1001. What is this? This is a 4-bit. Okay, and usually we use 8 bits, but easy sake, my mouse is not good. So 4-bit, 4-bit. So maximum 16 here. So this is 1, 2, 4, and then 8. So here the number is 8 plus 4, 0. That means 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1, 9. So this number is 9. So here we have 9, we have 3. And when you use AND, what happens? If both of these are 1, then only this will be 1. If both of these are 1, then only it will be 1. If both of these are 1, no. If both of these are 1, yes. That's why we got only 1. So AND means both of these should be. This and this should be 1. Okay. OR means any one of them is 1. So here we get this and this. Okay, 1. This and this both are 0. So 0. 0 and 1, 1. 1 and 1. Of course, it is 1. That's it, guys. So this is all bitwise operators. And NOT means whatever you give, it reverses. XNOR shifting right 2 times, 2 positions, sorry, and shifting left 2 positions. This is what we are going to talk at bitwise operators. Hope it makes sense for you. And special operators, we got other operators, a special or membership. is A is B, identity operators true or false. A is not B, then you will get 3. Okay, so membership, if 2 is there in B, in, okay, or suppose you have a list, yesterday we talked about list, a sequence, whether there is 2 in that list, that's where you use, okay, membership, whether this element belongs to that or not. Okay, we take membership in the societies and all. Yeah, you are a member of SedLearn's 3-day Python group. So you got a Python a WhatsApp group, which we are going to maintain, because one of my marketing person suggested that we should maintain this, so that whenever there are new programs are coming, we can invite this group. Don't need to create again and again, or we can keep on engaging them with a lot of information about, whatever snippets we get, we'll dump them so that you guys can learn. Okay, so not in, meaning this element is not a member of that set. Okay, so you use a lot of things in that list tuple set dictionary kind of things. You use these things. Okay, so lists are not saved in the same memory location. All those things are there. Skipped it. So poll time on the operators. So let's stop. I'm ending the poll. Thanks, guys. Let's share the screen. Okay, conditional statements. This is where the fun starts and my trouble. So conditional statement, the word condition, what does it mean? The word condition means that you need to meet this condition, then only something happens. That's it. Okay, meaning you execute a block of code only when satisfying a particular condition. If you're not satisfying the particular condition, don't execute. But how would the computer know? So that's why we are saying what is if this condition is satisfied, then you go ahead and execute that. Okay, sounds good. But how would I know what should I execute, what I should not execute? So this is where the entire game starts. So if you have the entire, if condition is like this, if and then A is greater than B, then you do this and this and this. Okay. So here, what am I saying? Let's go with flowchart first. It will start, your normal execution is going on, then the condition is applied. What we are doing with the condition is we are checking the condition, and if it is true, you will execute a block of code. Okay, if it is not true, you will just skip that block of code only and proceed with your normal execution. That means when you're having a 100-line of code, here is the if statement. Then if it is true, you will execute something and come back again to here. That's what it says. So one more time, I will tell you right here. This is the flow of execution. You see this, guys? This is the flow of execution. Then if condition is there, if this condition is met, then only execute these statements. Okay, this is called body, or whatever call it block of code. Okay, if not, this will directly jump over here and go with the normal flow of execution. But you may ask, how would computer know that? How many is block of code I have written? So that's why we use whatever we learned in the earlier class, indentation. Okay, indentation is you leaving some spaces here to indicate the program Python that, or interpreter that, this block of code belongs to if. If you don't leave space, it becomes a normal execution. So if you include space here, that will become, this is the normal execution, because these are all falling in one line, and you just give indentation, that means space. Usually when you use, it will be 4 spaces, but minimum 1 space you need to give. If you give minimum 1 space, that it indicates that, okay, this block of code belongs to that. Okay, so whether it's functions or if or for, always remember that you must give a space. That's what we'll check. I will give you the code and you will understand. So here, if you look at here, what I did, there is a if condition, if statement, and then I have a condition over here. Column says that here we go. My block starts. Okay, where it starts, I give space here. You see, I give space here. So this will be my block belonging to this if. If I don't give space, it got nothing to execute. Okay, so always give space, 1 space minimum, and you can go on. And usually when you're using IDEs or IDLEs, whatever you call a Jupyter Notebook, the moment you type if condition and column and enter, it will give you a shift. Okay, it will give you that space, indentation. Okay, we should use the right words, indent. Okay, indentation it will give. That means this block of code already reserved under that if. Okay, that's all you need to do. Go ahead and practice with your Jupyter notebook. For example, I will tell you how can I teach you if statement properly. Okay, now you and I, because we have international students over here, so maybe those guys knows what is Maggi or top ramen. Top ramen is what I used to when I was abroad. It was known to everyone. Or noodles. Okay, packet noodles. So in India, we all love Maggi. If a person in India who knows Maggi, who doesn't know Maggi, you should check his passport. Okay, so we all know Maggi in India. That is a top ramen or a packet noodles, 2-minute noodles. You just boil it, you add that masala, and you can cook it. So that's the example. If I ask you, hey Mohammed, go to shop and get me a packet of Maggi. Okay, Maggi noodles, let's have a noodles. Then we say that, okay, you will go to, I gave you instruction like that. If you go to shop, you will find Maggi noodle packet, buy 2, and eggs and ketchup. All put together, bring to me. Then you will go to shop. Then you will find Maggi. Then you buy as I said, as I have instructed you. Okay. If not, if you don't find Maggi, what you will do? You will come back empty-handed. That's what is happening. So Mohammed went to shop and he checked for Maggi. It's there, the brand is there. Then he bought all these 3 items and came back to me because I am here. Okay, he went to shop and there is no Maggi. What he will do? He will simply come back to me. He will not execute this instruction. You're getting it? That's how if clause you can remember always. Okay, there is a space here. Look at that, shows that this block of code belongs to this. If there is no space, this becomes equal to everything. Okay, that's why always give space. This is the only time I'm going to stress out so much to explain you. If not, this is a pretty simple. Okay, then what is short if? There could be short if. Yeah, what does it mean short if? If it is a small thing that if A is B, print A is greater than B. So for that, I don't need to bring it down and then indent. You can write in one single line of statement. This is called short if. So one line of statement I'm dealing with. If not, if there are multiple line of statement, of course we'll go with print here, that there, that there, that there, and it becomes a block of code. Okay, guys? Okay. So what else we have? Pass. What is pass? Here, sometimes you are supposed to create a condition statement, but you don't want to give any code in that. But if you don't give any block of code over here, invariably it will give you an error. So to avoid the error, you can use pass statement. When you say pass, it will not generate error. So it is a blank kind of statement, but it will not throw error. So if you do if without pass, empty if, it will throw error. Okay, just to avoid that error. And the multiple conditions. So as I mentioned you earlier, we could use multiple conditions. I want C should be greater than A, and also C should be greater than B. Then only C is the largest number. Okay, what is this saying? We have 3 numbers over here, and I want to find out which one is the largest number. So the condition is if A to be larger number or the largest number, it should beat out A, B, and it should beat out C. Okay, so I'm writing over here. If C is greater than A, in this case, yes. Okay, and then also C should be greater than B, in this case, yes. Both the conditions it met, then only we will print that C is largest number. Now I want to find out which one is the smallest number. So if A is smaller than or less than B, yes, one condition is done, and also B should be smaller than C. So that condition also done. So then A is the smallest number. So just I'm randomly taking conditions. You understand that you can include 2 conditions into one by using AND. Okay, moving on. Now you want to say A is the smallest number. You can use even this. If A is greater than B or A is greater than C, okay, then A should be the largest number. Okay, so you got it right. Either this or that. Okay, A is greater than B or A is greater than C. Okay, or C is less than B or C is less than A. okay, is not the largest number. So that is that. Okay, so not the largest number. So C is less than B, that's what, or C should be less than A. So this is how you include or and for multiple conditions. You could extend this with one more and one more or, all those things you can do. Okay, so there is no limitation. You can try on your own. Moving on, time to Jupyter. I will show you some executions without errors over here. Even in the execution, if there is error, it will be shown. So I talked about this example, so I won't do that. Here, right there, if A equal to, I will zoom it for you guys, A equal to 6, B equal to 9. If A is greater than B, then it will print as A is greater than B. If B is greater than A, it will print as this. Let's see how it works. It only printed 1. Why? So now when we look at this, B is greater than A. This is one executed. Let's check. B is greater than A. When you come here, A is 6 and B is 9. Is A 6 is greater than 9? No. So it is false. When it is false, this won't be executed. It will, program command will come right here. Now it is checking again. B is 9 and C is 6. It is greater than, yes, it's true. That's why the command will go here. The nature of execution will come here. It is printing right there. You're getting it, guys? Hopefully I did good. Then we come talking about if it is done. I want to know it is done. So A is greater than B. It will say something like that, and the execution will come over here. That's what I'm printing as done. So you understood, right? How the control of execution will go inside or it will go outside. If I do this, you will get only done because this condition is not met. If the condition is not met, it won't go inside. Okay, it won't go inside. It will just go and go to the next statement, which is print. Guys, got it? Then here I have 6 and A mod 2 is 0, then it's an even number. If A mod 2 is not equal to 0, then it is not an even number. Let's see. Okay, now A equal to 6, 6 divided by 2, it is perfect division. That's why there is no reminder, then it is an even number. Here 9 divided by 2, modulus will give you the reminder. It should not be 0. It should not be 0. Then B is not an even number, or for that matter, B is odd number. Okay, so now you see that the statement changes. If I do that reverse, I make it 90 and I make it 63, then there is no answer. You got it, right? So before somebody scolds me for changing the code, I will change it back. That's it, guys. So short if we talked about. Okay, if you execute that, one line of if statement. Here we made it 2 lines. You could also make it 1 line. The syntax won't change. There should be column here, print command. If you could do that. If it is 1 line of executable statement, so you could use like this. Okay, you can even do that. Pass statement, what I said is no operation, nothing there. You can't leave it blank. What happens? It will throw error. Hey, you are saying something about a condition and if, but what should I do? You're not telling me. Okay, then it will throw error. Guys, I can't execute statement because something went wrong. Expected an indented block. I expected an indented block here. You did not do that, boss. So I can't execute. So here, no error. So even though it's blank, but I gave a blank executable statement called pass. Okay. Then multiple conditions we worked out. Let's see how it executes over here. Then done, that means it is not executed at all. What happened? Why you did not execute? So C is 6. Okay, we have 6 here and we have 90 here. Is 6 greater than 90? Okay, no. And C is 60, oh sorry, 23 here. Oh, I did wrong. Sorry, my guys, back. There, C is actually 23. 23 greater than 6. Yes. Okay, 23 is greater than 6. Yes. Okay, you guys can correct me. I'm sometimes poor at math. I can't say that. Okay, 23 is greater than 90. No. So both the conditions need to meet because I said you and her both should come here. Any one of them not coming, that statement is wrong. So because one of them is wrong, this statement will not be executed, and the control will go directly to the next executable statement in that line. Okay, it won't go here. Got it, guys? That's what I want to prove here. Pardon my artwork. Over here, what we did is same thing. Or here there is, see, I got an or. A is 6. A is 6 is greater than B is 90. No way. Okay. And A is greater than C 23. Okay. No way. Both of them. So first condition failed. But the second condition, C is 23 less than B 90. Yes, it passed. C is less than 90, 23 less than A is 6. Okay, 23 less than, no. But as one of the condition passed, we will print this. And also as a natural execution style, we will also print done. Okay, clear? So that's what is multiple condition takes in. Back to presentation and poll time. Get your fingers ready. Poll time. Where is, I'm ending the poll there. Thanks. Okay, now again I got the con. If else. So what is if else? It's there. The answer is there. You know what is if? Maybe the Maggi example or the noodle example or top ramen example. I might have made it clear to you guys that if condition do this. If not, I don't know, because you did not give me. So now I send Mohammed again to, I have a friend Mohammed, so I'm taking Mohammed's name again and again. So I sent Mohammed to Top Ramen to buy Top Ramen, and he goes to shop and he says, "Hey Suresh, you asked me to buy Maggi and or noodle, and unfortunately it's not available." Then he will come back. Then I'll say, "Hey Mohammed, if it is not available, you should have bought some other brand." He says that you did not tell me that. Okay. Oh, now I remember. I gave you if condition. If Maggi is available, do things. If Maggi is not available, I did not tell you what to do. That is my bad. Okay. Now I'll tell him. If Maggi is available, do this. Else, that means if it is not available, buy something else. We'll make a bread and jam or something like that. We can't go hungry, right? So that is what if else is. If condition is true, do these things. If condition is false, do these things. That's the thing. I have two options now. Okay, let's understand this better with this flow chart. You are going here, and if the condition is met, okay, if the condition is true, you will go this side and do that. If condition is false, you will go this side and do that. So both cases, because when I go turn left or right, I have two options. So I should have two works. That means Maggi is available, I should do what? If Maggi is not available, what should I do? So that is what it is. So in the life, it can't be only one state. It's binary. Okay. So that's where else comes into picture. If condition over here and the condition is checked, if condition is true, it will go inside and then work on this body of statements. If the condition is not true, okay, it false, it will go here and work on this. Okay. If it is false, it is then it will go outside. Okay. So this is how it will work upon. So else means always you have an option. Okay, guys. So that's where we'll stop, and we'll see this again as a repeated. Here I told him that, okay, go and get me Maggi. I want to cook for a nice snack. And he went there. Maggi is not available. Then what he will do? He will jump here. Okay, Suresh gave me instruction saying that buy bread, cheese, and mayonnaise, and we will make something else. Okay, so we have two options. It's not that always one option. Okay, if it's a male, use this. If it's a female, use that. Or if it is 1, do this. If it's below 1,000, do this. If it's above 1,000, so many clauses you will get. Okay, on that thing. If the student is pass, print the certificate. If the student is fail, say sorry. Okay, so that kind of situation, any situation, whatever comes to your mind, you can use it there. So what is multiple? Multiple, again, the same thing. You can use and or. Okay, when we are using if C is greater than A, do something. Okay, sorry. C is greater than A and C is greater than B. C is the largest number. If not, it is not the largest number. So that is how you want to say two things. If this condition is met, then this is the thing. If not met, this is the thing. So that's why we use else. You see this? So always remember, if condition, colon, whatever you want to say, else, colon, and then whatever you want to say. Simple, guys. If you know, else you will understand better. So I won't sweat much over here. We'll go here. Then what? Sir, as you said, life cannot be having only binary conditions. It could be multiple conditions. Yes, I agree with you. So in the world of somebody, if I call for pizza, I hate to call. If I call, hey, do you have pizza? Yes. What kind of pizza you want? Okay. What topping you want? Okay. What crust? I say, hey, I just want a pizza. Okay. Kind of thing. So if condition is met, do this. If not met, then again, one more condition is coming. Okay. This condition is not met. Check for this condition. Is it happening? No. Then do this. Okay. It is like at least one thing happening over there. Okay. And let's understand with the flow chart. You will come here, check the first condition. If it is true, good, go this and proceed with your normal life. No, false, then check one more condition. Then take the decision whether you will go like this or like this with the normal execution of code. Hope I make sense. So if condition no, then check one more condition, else if, ELIF, else if, check this and then do that. Okay, so that's all. Here, this is the best example, nested if. Oh, what is this nested if? I can keep a if under another if and then else. So that's it. Best example is, I will show you in the Jupyter notebook, but here, simple. If marks are greater than 60, then first let's talk about whether the student is first grade or first class or distinction. So if marks are greater than 60 and if marks are greater than 75, in India we call it as distinction. Okay. Else, if marks are less than 73, you are just short of distinction. Else, if marks are greater than 68, you are above first class. So that I'm just cooking up some story over here or some logic over here. You can use your mind. You are smarter, as smart as I am. So you can do all those things. This is how the university guys have a logic. If student got 90 marks, valedictorian, whatever you call, greater than 75, he or she is a distinction. Just below that, you say that, hey, you lost within short, or greater than 65, something, greater than 60, your first class, greater than 50, your second class, third class, whatever it is you want to say. Okay, so this is how the nested list is. So one thing I want to you guys to as take away, if you are not sure about the logic, do on the flow chart. Customer will say that, see, my customer will come here, my client will come inside, then he will ask me, then do this, then that. If he asks me, you have multiple choices, right? Do a flow chart. When you do a flow chart, then you can code over here. See, this is nothing but a flow chart converted into code. Algorithm thinking is nothing but a pseudo code. A pseudo code, why we call it a pseudo code? Because we can't execute it, but it's as good as code. Okay, it is as good as a code algorithm, but you can't execute it. This is the code you can execute. That's why we call it as algorithm. What you write it, it's a pseudo code. That's, I said that. Okay, time to Jupyter. Where is my Jupyter? Okay, I will try to impress you guys over here. This thing you already know, Mohammed and I don't know what we ended up, but we did not end up empty stomach. Okay, now we got here. Here A is 6, B is 9. If A is greater than B, then this one, else this one. See, there is not only one if. So now here A is 6, B is 9, and 6 is greater than 9. That's why it is printing. If I do that, sorry, that, it prints this. Okay, A is less than, yeah, of course it is less than. So I do that, it prints B. Okay, so like that. So I got one more option. Okay, so this is one more condition we looked at for everything. Okay, here I'm talking about India. The voting age is 18. It could be all over the world, same thing. So I'm asking, hey, what is your age of? What is your age? 19. Then you are eligible to vote. Then again I execute. What is your age? I'm 12. Oh, you're not eligible to vote. See, if else, okay, that should be good enough. I don't want to execute all those things. Yeah, I can do this for you. Input, enter number first. First number is 23, then second number is 32. What it says, oh, smaller number is 23. So they're taking two numbers and you are saying that smaller number is 23. Short if else, you can do the same thing. Okay, see here, you are giving, first thing is you do this, else do that. Okay, so will it work? Yes, it works. So multiple conditions, same thing, you can apply multiple conditions. And in the Jupyter notebook, sorry, in the presentation, we have seen this. So I'm explaining over here. So C is greater than A and C is greater than B, then C must be the largest number. If not, C is not the largest number. So I got else, I got other condition. Okay, so this is same again. I'm increasing that. If else, okay, it is just a tongue twister. So I'm executing. I want to find out if I give you a number, it could be a positive number, it could be a negative number, it could be 0. Okay, that is what the condition. Any number can have 3 states: positive number, negative number, or 0. So this is what I'm saying. Okay, so number cannot be positive and negative. Most of the times we say that no, number can be positive, negative, or 0. So if it is greater than 0, positive number. If else, if greater than less than 0, it is negative number. Else, it is just in the center, that is 0. So I'm printing here 1, it is a positive number, and if it is -1, it is a negative number. Or if I do that, so the sequence of events change depending on the conditions. Am I clear? Okay, you can leave a chat on the chat your message, so whether I need to repeat or not. Okay, these are cities in India. So the city and monument, the name of the enter the name of the city. Okay, I will say Delhi. Okay, sorry, spelling mistake. Delhi. Then, oh, the monument you must watch is Red Fort. Okay, let me try again. So guys who are not from India, you can use my code. I want to go to Agra. I want to see what is famous in Agra. That's Taj Mahal. Okay, this is how when you go onto your chat box, sorry, the website, and you're saying that India, websites in India. It's not literally they use this code. I mean to say that when you are coding, you can use if, the condition, and then do it that. Nested if, we talked about so much. This is how. Okay, this person got 3rd class because 38. What happens if I got 68? Okay, oh, you got 1st class. What happens if I got 70? You're above 1st class. What happens if I got 76? Oh, I got distinction. That's it. So university may be using this code. Okay, okay. And this one is write a program to check whether number is prime or not. Yeah, this is very good example. Prime number, finding out. I will explain you. 3, whether 3 is a prime number? Yes, number is prime. Okay, you know what is the condition of prime number? Can anybody say what is the condition of prime number? What is a prime number?
Which have only 2 factors.
Sorry, Sunil?
Which have only.
You mean this?
2 factors.
1 and itself. Okay, so it should be 3. It should be divisible by 1 and itself. That's it. So if I say, if I run this again, okay, sorry, I should come here. And if I run this again, okay, so for 4, not a prime number, because 4 can be divisible by 1, 2, and 4. Oh, no. Okay, so here look at, if number equal to 0 or number equal to 1, straight away it is a, you can't say that it's already. So if the range of number, I'm talking about range, I will teach you later, but this is how prime number you can use. Okay, so I'm just saying that maybe 7. Should I try 7? Yeah, number is prime. Okay, maybe 13. Yeah, it is a prime number. So anything divisible by 1 and itself is prime number. Guys, you need to improve your algorithm thing. So my friend asked me to go back to poll time. I got the code. I'm moving on. Time back to. Okay, this is a bit different thing. So we are looping. What we are looping, sometimes we need to do the same thing again and again. Suppose you have a pot over here and a bunch of marbles there. Okay, marbles there. What you will do, I just give you instruction that put all those in this. That's it. That's the instruction. So what you will do is you will pick one, go there, two, go there, three, go there. So every time you're going there, what you will do, you will check whether it is done or not. That is go to your check. So you will put one and check, is it done? No, no. You will go second one, done? No, done. So whenever it is no, you will keep doing. At one point of time, you will complete it. Meaning, so one point of time, you will go with the last one. So once you put it in, you will check whether it is done or not. If it is done, yes, I done my job, you will stop doing it. So that kind of conditions you will come across many times, correct? You have a bunch of children there and I gave you chocolates, give one to each. So you will say, okay, here kid, take one chocolate. Am I done with that? No, one more, go, one more. So it's like that every time you check. So in the point conditioning, when you are programming, sometimes you come across that. So that's where you use while or for. While loop is different from the for loop in only one thing is you will get the chance to increment or decrement. Okay, that means your responsibility to increment the count or decrement the count. Meaning, he asked me to put 10 marbles. Here goes one. Okay, one gone. So 9 we have. One gone, 8 we have. So you are calculating and you are responsible for the decrement of the count and checking. You're getting it? So that's what you do, increment and decrement. You have the control and always condition. We already learned that condition will have only 2 states. You meet the condition, you fail to meet the condition. It is true or false. Statements executed in a loop until the condition states, because you are doing the pick and place until the condition of all the marbles should be done. So that is, this looping is your action. Okay, so that's what we are doing it. So let's start with one of the condition. Which one is easier? This is easier. So I am initializing as I equal to 1. That means I have a variable called I and its value is 1. While, it's English, while I is less than or equal to 5. Okay, here goes. That's English again, nothing fun. Okay, here there is an indentation. That means these two belong to the while. Okay, when there is indentation, the interpreter will understand that this block of code belongs to while. Okay, so once I is less than or equal to 5, what do you want me to do? Do this, print and then increment. So 2 things you need to do. So let's say first condition is 1 is less than, okay, there we go, less than or equal to 5. Yes. Okay, then it will go here, print 1. So it is printing 1. Okay, count equal to 1. Okay, done. Then it will come here, it will increment. Now earlier I equal to 1, now I equal to I plus 1. So I added 1 more to that, it becomes 2. Now it comes here, actually now I is 2. Is 2 less than 5? Yes. So it will again come inside, print 2. Then it will go here and I equal to I plus 1. So 1 more added. It will come here. Now 2 is 3 here because I is less than, this is the condition I'm writing here. Okay, so don't get confused. And here increment I'm doing here. So 3 is less than 5. So again it will go inside because condition is true. Again condition is true. It will come here, print 3, then come here I equal to I plus 1. So no more 3, it is 4. Then it will 4 is less than 5. Yes, still less than 5. So this will be 4. Sorry, I'm changing it again. 4 is less than equal to 5. Yes, go down, print 4. Then again increment 5. Come here. 5 is less than 5. No, but I have one more thing, less than or equal to 5. Yes, so it will go inside, print 5, and then come here, increment to 6. Now it will come here, it is 6 here. 6 is less than 5. No. Equal to 5. No. Then it will exit out. That's it. So here, who is doing the increment part? You are doing. Okay, so you have the increment or decrement in your control. That is why we use while loops. You're getting it right? So you are increasing, you are decreasing, and you are achieving what you want. So this is what is called as a while loop. So now here I have 21, whether it is odd or not. Okay, so this is, I will keep adding 2. So you start at any odd number, keep adding 2, you will get always odd number. You want to prove me to prove you? You take 1 and add 2 odd, add 2 odd, add 2 odd, so on and so forth. Okay, so that is what somebody is a smart pants. Okay, I asked to print odd. One of you like said that, okay, I will take an odd number and keep adding 2. So for an odd number, you keep adding 2, it become, everything will become odd. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, sometimes not only to repeat loops, sometimes you can use it for these things. Then comes here else. Okay, that means we can use a condition, okay, to get our stuff done, the block of code, execute the block of code. Once this condition is true, this will be executed. Condition is false, then it comes and executes this. So earlier we were printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but when you will know that you are done, okay, this is how. When the condition is false, you wanted to print that end of count. It makes sense, right? It's a user interface. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm done. Okay, that's called else. So you can use while else. So we used if and else. So that is the same thing. When the condition is good, I will repeatedly execute. What is the difference between if and while? There only once, or there based on the condition only once. Here based on the condition, it repeats again and again, again and again until the condition is done. Got it? Okay, moving on, I will show you in a thing. So while choice is less than or equal to 0, do this. If I'm adding if under it. So in the while loop, I can add one more condition. Whatever, you should always remember that whatever under my while, I will repeat it continuously until my condition is true. You're getting it right? Whatever you keep under the while, it will be repeated again, 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 again. That's the thing I know about while. So under it, I can use if, else, anything I can use, but everything will be repeated again, again. Okay, you should remember that. Okay, guys. Now we learned a lot. Break. Okay, sometimes you don't like 3. That means 1, 2. I don't know about I observed in India, like in most of the sky rises where I stay, one of them, there won't be 13th floor. Okay, there won't be 13th floor. 13th somewhere it's auspicious, not auspicious people. So they don't have 13th floor. So I have 1 to 12. There are 34 floors in my tower. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 13 is missing. There won't be 13. So somebody asked you, like the builder called you, one of the architect called you, you develop a program where it will show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 13 is, I don't want 13. So this is how you use break. When the 13 comes, you take a break. Don't print it. Okay, that kind of things. So this is what we are talking about. If I equal to 3, break. Okay, break means come out. That means if 13 comes, just come out, exit. That is a bad number. Okay, you come out of the loop. Whatever you're doing, when the 13 comes, come out. Or when the 13 comes, skip that and go with 14, 15 and all. I don't want you to come out. I just want you to skip 13 and go with 14. That means there will be 12. There won't be 13. It will be 14. So you can get 2 conditions. When the 13 comes, get out of there. Or 13 comes, just skip it and go with the next one. So both the things are possible. When you want to break and come out of that clause or entire loop, that is while, you use break. No, I don't want to come out of the loop, but just I want to avoid that number. That is in this case 3. Okay, I want to print 1, 2, but not 3. I don't like 3, 4, 5. So I just want to continue skipping 3. Then you use continue. I just don't like 3. If I ever see 3, I will come out. That means break. Hope example is relevant. And then we have range function. Okay, all these things we will look at in our Jupyter Notebook well, but here range function generates a sequence of numbers. Sometimes you need sequence of numbers to work with. As I said, my tower guy hired you and said that, okay, I want range of numbers up to 34 because I'm building a lift logic. So you will do all those things until 34. Here, I'm building a list of numbers of range 0. So in the computer world, count starts from that's what we learned about 0. So all the numbers list as a list you please prepare. Okay, so that is what we are talking about. List out a range of numbers. How many? 5. So 0 to 5. Here, list range of number, start at 5 and then give me up to 15. So start at 5 up to 15. Okay, so it starts at 5 up to 15. Order, as I said, slicing the cake to slice. How many slices you need? Take a piece of cake. You need 2 slices. So start point 5 up to 15. That means up to 14. So this is what you can give range 5, 15 means 5, start at 5 up to 15, that is 14. You can use decrement always. Okay, increment and decrement. Here default increment is 1. So whenever I said 5 to 15, it is always taking increment as 1. So you can also say that no, I don't want. I want all the odd numbers starting at 1. So next one should be 3. That means the increment is 2. So here somebody wants increment as 3. So you start at 5 and the next number should be 6, 7, 8. There you go, because you are using increment as 3. So you got 3 values. You can give a start point, up to point, and also increment or decrement. So then where is the increment decrement here? Actually, if you are not giving increment or decrement, it is taking as 1, just like that. You're getting it? Actually, there is 1 because 1 is default. You don't need to give. If not, you need to give like that. Okay. Suppose I ask you to print odd numbers. So what you will do? Okay, you want odd numbers. Where from you want? From 5. So 5 up to what? 100. Okay, 100 odd numbers, right? So every second odd number is odd number. So it will start at 5, then increment, then 7, then increment 9. This is one way to print odd numbers. You see, this is the algorithm thinking you need to get when you understand the code. So that's it. And for loop, yeah. Okay, what is the time? I'm going to stop in 4 minutes. The gentleman is waiting. So for loop. So we learned about one loop called while loop, where I got the command to increment or decrement the count. Always, okay, I got 100 people, okay, send them one by one. So 100 people, 1 minus 1 minus, though I'm decrementing, or I can increment. Okay, so increment or decrement, that is just a count. Here in the for loop, there is no increment or decrement. Oh, how can it happen? So here we already use a list. So somebody asked me, I don't remember the name, but somebody asked using a list. Here, see, what I'm doing is I have ename. I want to personally invite you to the party. Okay, so what I need to do, I will get all my employee names, and one by one, I want to do the same thing like, hey, Rakesh, come to my party. Hey, Rekha, come to my party, kind of thing. So I'm getting tired to say this. So I will put this into one object, which is a variable here, and then put in the for loop. Okay. So for the logic is, so syntax is for choice, a variable, in, see, membership, in. Okay. So for every element in that, okay, take one by one and print it here, use it there. So what it does is it will go like this. Did we reach the last item? No, we just started. Okay, then do this. What is that statement within the loop? Print it and come back here. Did we reach the last item? No, we just covered 1. Okay, Rekha, go again. Did we lose the last item? No. Yeah, Rajesh. Did we reach the last item? Yes. Okay, the element is Rajesh, done. Then you exit the loop. That's it, guys. For loop is very easy. That's why I kept it for last. So here, for A, okay, don't worry, it is a variable, okay, in membership of this Python string. Okay, here I use the list and I am using Python. So what I'm saying is, for every element in Python, I want to print. So first thing is P will go here and I will print. So it will be P, Y, T, H, and so on. Okay, so we will see in the code, then you will understand better. So again, sir, when we are talking about while, you talked about for while else. Can I get one for loop? Of course, take it. Here is this. Okay, so this is the normal for loop we talked about. Once you are done, you want to communicate to the user or communicate to me that I am done. So else, or you want to execute something. Okay, so maybe one after done, you, what will be the last A value in this for loop? Anybody? For one chocolate, if I can throw from here, what will be the last A value over here? Or what will be the A value once you're done with this? 5. So I don't want to leave A as 5. Once I'm done, I want to say end of range, and I want to reset A to 0. So maybe you can do in the else here. Okay, I'm just giving you what you can do. You can do anything. Okay, because the condition is false, it will come, control will come here, it will execute this block of code. Okay, and pass is, you can't create a for loop without having any any blank okay, without anything, non-executable statements. You need executable statements, but I gave you a trick earlier. If you can create blank, because I want to create the loop and later I want to decide, it will not happen again, but maybe, I don't know. So then you use pass. Okay, nested loop, yes sir, of course I can use this inside one more for loop. What happens here? This for loop will run for so many number of times, then again this for loop runs so many times. So suppose this for loop, right, 5 times, and this for loop for 5 times. How many times we will run total? 25 times. 5 multiplied by 5, or 5 times 5. So it is here prime or composite number you want to find. This is how you do. Okay, so if number, okay, in range of 1 to 10, so I got 1, 2, 3, so on so forth up to 20. Okay, then I need to do this rotation from here to here. So this we need to repeat it 20 times. And here, for starting from 2 and the number, now the number is suppose 5, 2 to 5, you need to do this thing, repeat it. So how many times you are repeating? 3 times. Okay, 2, 3, 4, because up to 5. So this will be 4 times. So that's how you are doing this. So you can use for loop inside a for loop. Okay, then break. Yeah, I told you what is break and what condition. Abruptly stop whatever you're doing, get out of there. That is break. No, skip that part. So I have this friends list, but somehow I don't like Ramya. Okay, so I'm inviting Rakesh. Yes, go ahead. Inviting Rekha. Yes, go ahead. But when it comes to Ramya, what I will do, if choice equal to Ramya, continue, skip her. Okay, so I won't be printing Ramya's name, but everyone else. Okay, here when it is Ramya, just stop it, because maybe I don't know why this logic is written there like this, but maybe okay, this is not for the woman kind of thing. Okay, you stop it. Okay, you find this employee, or this employee doesn't belong to the department, or whatever condition you can come up.
Hi, Srinath Reddy. A warm welcome to you, and I hope you would take the session ahead and give some insights to the participants about the opportunities and importance of data analytics and data science.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. First of all, thanks to Suresh sir for allowing me to speak here.
My pleasure.
Thanks, sure. So thanks, Madhavi and Rajendra for calling me and hosting me here. Yeah, so a little bit of introduction about myself to the participants. So my name is Srinath Reddy. I head the supply chain for Tata Consumer Products, RTD division. So I handle it. It's an all India role where I'm based out of a corporate office in Gurgaon. So I'm here to speak about the importance of data analysis, basically. So you would have seen as a part of supply chain, we are responsible for end-to-end of supply chain, which includes the procurement part of it, then the demand forecasting, the supply planning, and the associated customer service in terms of logistics, etc., where the stock moves from warehouse to the distributors. So recently we had this COVID-19 where everything was going smooth, of course. Then because of the COVID-19, we understood the importance of data. Okay, so at that point of time in March 2020, when we had the first lockdown, I was with Britannia at that point of time, and I was handling heading the planning function there, basically supply planning. So because of the lockdowns, a lot of factories are shut down, and we need to service the markets because biscuits at that point of time were the essential commodities, and we had got this permission from the government to supply the markets, but the factories were running at a very limited time. Of course, it was running for 3 shifts. Now, because of this COVID restrictions, it was running for only 1 shift. So that's where the data, whatever we had lakhs and lakhs of lines of data. And with that data, we had a data analysis team, data scientists who were sitting at the back end. So we call them the IT department for ourselves, who do a lot of data crunching for us. And they generate lots and lots of dashboards. Basically, every day morning, what are the dashboards we look at? Basically, what is the dispatch, how much revenue we have generated for the day, how many pending orders there are there, what was the production, and what SKUs were produced. All this comes as a part of the dashboard for us every morning. So being the head of planning, so this particular dashboard gets flashed to us by 6 in the morning. And while working out or while on the way to the office and all, we use this dashboard to make the decisions for the day. So that's where, and at the back end, we, to talk very specifically about the COVID time, so because of the restrictions that we had, the limited resources that we had, so we had to take a lot of decisions in the sense like what kind of packs that needs to be produced so that we can use the machine capacity that is available or the available time that is there. And also what kind of trucks that needs to be utilized so that maximum volume of stock could be moved from our main plants to the different states of the country. That way we optimize the supply network. And mind you, Britannia was the only company, I'm not bragging here, Britannia was the only company which went unscathed to the throughout the COVID period. Till October, it went on to record double-digit growth, basically. So there were some strategies that we have deployed using e-com players or the quick commerce players, etc. That is a different part. And the supplies to them also involved a lot of data analysis in the sense like the quick commerce players like Dunzo or Swiggy or Zepto nowadays. So they don't take full loads of truck. Okay, they give a order only for stock which is sufficient for the day, because they have only dark stores where they don't have a small space to keep the stock, and they deliver it to the consumers, and after that they keep on replenishing it. So in order to manage that, what we have done is we have taken over that particular supply chain, and we have done a root analysis basically, and again the data crunching. So where are the dark stores of Swiggy at that point of time, or the dark stores of Dunzo at that point of time, and how the SKUs, what are the SKUs which are required for them, and in what route those particular vehicles has to go through, so that the stock will be replenished for them on a daily basis. So from day basis, it went up to twice a day, and from twice a day, it went up to 3 times a day. So that was the frequency at that point of time in the months of March, April, May, June, when quick commerce was gaining a lot of traction at the point of time. So the crux of all these examples was to give you the importance of data analysis in any function, be it be finance, be it be marketing, be it be supply chain. I head supply chain. I'm heading supply chain for RTD currently. So I'm in need of a data scientist. I have a beautiful team of 2-3 data scientists, but they are even how many ever data scientists I have, I always ask for more, because the kind of insights, the kind of analysis they do, the kind of dashboard they generate, it makes our lives very simple, because we don't have time. We don't have the bandwidth to analyze ourselves. For the last 2.5 years, I have not touched the Excel sheet. Everything I'm dependent on the dashboard, which are generated by the data scientists. And you might be asking, you might be interested in what we do. The transactional reports that we generate in per day runs into lakhs and lakhs of transactions across the country for a company like Britannia or Tata Consumer Products. And any software which will be able to handle such kind of load is always like the startups will not be able to manage that, but we need proper packages for that. So, and one of the softwares one of the languages which came to handy for most of the data scientists, they keep on talking is about the Python. Okay, so a lot of data scientists is one of the are so prominent or so what I can say, experts in Python, and it is a very simple language for them, so that they can generate this particular dashboards for us in no time. Okay, so they start the work at 6 o'clock. By 6:30, the dashboards are ready. So that is the quick turnaround of this data scientist, and through which the companies are running basically because of this data dashboards that are for us. And our exchequer, for example, I handle the freight of almost like 400 crores per annum. So that is almost like, you can say, almost like 30-40 crores per month. So that is a kind of volume that I handle. That is a kind of freight that I handle. It is not only about the deployment of the vehicles. It is about the payments that needs to go to suppliers, the payments that needs to go to the transporters, the damages that come in, the what do you call, the debits that has to go to the transporters. This has to happen within the first 1 week of the 1 week. So that is the time frame that we have. Without the data crunching or the data analysis, we'll not be able to run the show. So that is the importance of data analysis in any field. So I feel whatever I have seen, I have been in this call for the last half an hour or so, and I'm very envious that me and Rajendra are classmates, of course. So we, at that point of time, we didn't have any resources. Of course, there was no internet at that point of time. It was very nascent. But I envy you guys. Like, you have all the resources and all the at your perusal, so that you can understand, or the languages at this point of time, or the data analysis packs that we have. So all these things will help you in shaping up your career, and also helping us people who are in the front end in meeting our objectives for the on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so that's all I had, and I can't stress much more on the importance of data analysis. And if you have any specific questions, shoot to me. And just to add, we also have a lot of data crunching in demand forecasting, basically. So in this dynamic world, so no forecast is right, no forecast is correct, but we need to have a base. We need to get a forecast. We work upon that. So we have a number to work upon as a base, but we understand that is not always correct. That is where we try to apply a lot of statistical models. No statistical model fits our company, or any one month it might be fitting one model of statistics for demand forecasting, and it might not be true for the next one. So we keep on running the iterations, and we keep 3-4 models at the back end to ensure that the demand forecasting is correct to the maximum possible extent. Even if the forecast is 80% correct, that is fine for us. Okay, so every error in the demand forecast will run into crores of loss for the company. So even with that, at that point also, we are working with 80% correctness of the data. So that is the importance of data. So we don't have the packages or the analysis tools which are available with us, which will give us 100% forecasting to give us the correct forecast, or the numbers, the demand that will come from the market, because everything is changing at a faster pace. New channels are getting added, QSRs, the quick commerce, the traditional trade is taking a back seat. And with all these things, the demand forecasting is always a tough job for us. But data analysis or data scientists who are working day in and day out are crunching numbers for us to give us the maximum possible dashboards to us, to ensure that we make our decisions on the go and ensure that we are in the race. It's a very competitive world out there. So even if you take one step, or if you're not taking any action for a week or something like that, you will be out of business. So that's the importance of data analysis, guys. So you're in safe hands, and I could see that the last half an hour has been very enlightening for me, and very insightful for me as well. So I was thinking, like, if I had time, I would have actually joined this class and I would have continued, or I have missed yesterday's class also. But nevertheless, you guys are very gifted. So carry on with the good work that is going on, Mr. Suresh, Madhavi, and Rajendra. So I'll be sticking around for some time. I have a call at around 8 o'clock again for the day end update from my team. So I'll be sticking around till 8 o'clock. Carry on with that, please. Thanks. And of course, any questions, if you have any specific questions, I'll be loving to answer.
Thank you, Mr. Srinath Reddy, for sharing a lot of valuable information.
Yeah, sure. Pleasure is all mine, Madhavi and Suresh, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
thanks a lot.
Thanks, Srinath. It was so insightful, because I want to give them a taste of how the industry is looking at, rather than we talking like a trainers all the time. So that's so nice of you guys. A quick questions. Anyone have question about supply chain or any data analytics and data science we spoke about? Usually they won't, but anyway. Thanks, Srinath. I'll carry on with that. Okay.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Okay. So coming back, see, he mentioned about a couple of things, right? Data to analytics, analytics to dashboards to decision sciences. That's the world it is. We do, in our real life, we do a couple of things. See, as you mentioned, one of the point is like any division, any department, any industry, needs data analytics. So you can't say that only supply chain needs in the medical industry or the healthcare, or you talk about education. Everywhere data science or data analytic tools are going down, and it already replaced. As he said, he never touched Excel sheets since long time. So who guys hands-on, they may use those tools and all, but the decision makers will always go with those direct things. Excel and manual things are gone. So dashboarding is one thing. So in the data analytics, so if you talk about data analytics, statistical modeling will come into picture, and then visualization, and then dashboarding, and then you got business intelligence, all about knowing. Nobody, as he rightly said, no system is 100% foolproof. It's all about the confidence interval. Can I go ahead with this? And informed decision. Okay. Why in the olden times there used to be 4 guys nodding their head and say, okay, let's go ahead. So 4 brains cannot be wrong, that kind of thing. Nowadays, data is too much, even 4 brains can go wrong. So we are depending upon models and system which pops up and say 60%. Even the strikes, even the military, all, they go with the number. Okay, 60% success. Okay, now should I push the button or not? Okay, so for the manager, the most critical part in a day is decision making, because the company can go here and there. Okay, crores of, he's almost managing $20 million of business. So it can go here and there. So that decision making should be supported. So decision supportive systems should be placed. And you guys, in one point of time, you will become. This is just a starting point. And forecasting, as I said, the models, they keep on building, and you guys can see beyond Python. Go. See, as I should have mentioned, you go with logical kind of systems, which is Java, JavaScript, and all those things, or learning-based systems, which is data science and data analytics kind of thing. But go ahead, and I encourage that. Thanks, Srinath. It's a very good insight. I have got some points for me for the matter. Okay, so I got the con, then it will be poll time. One last one before you go and have a happy weekend. So guys, I'm launching poll. Here we go. Stop the poll. That's it. Thank you so much. And you guys need to, you owe me thanks, and you owe me, you need to like or follow us on our social media. That's what marketing guys keep on telling me. So please do that. If not, I will feel bad. Okay. Thanks, Madhavi. It's all yours.
Thanks, sir, for all the coding knowledge that you have shared. And again, you took some pain to, clear somebody's doubt as well. So hope everyone has liked the session. And thanks again to all the participants also for staying connected in the session. And I hope you all could get some insight of Python coding and some knowledge of all this, right? Data analysis and data science from the guest speaker that we had today, Mr. Srinath Reddy. And anybody interested to get more details about Python course or any other courses that we offer, such as data analytics, data science, AI, or full stack developer, do visit our website www.sedlearn.com. And once again, please complete the assignments, as it is really mandatory to avail your gifts or rewards, and ensure to attend tomorrow's session as well to avail your participation certificate. And by then, if you still have any questions or queries, please write to us at sedlearn, hello@sedlearn.com. Not to forget to follow our social media platforms. Do like our links in LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, so that you will receive updates about our upcoming programs.
Yeah.
So that's all, folks. Once again,
thanks guys.
Again for yes.
Yeah.
So yes, sir. So meet you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. sharp, and we'll have something new to explore again about Python.